Hey guys, today we got the new Skechers Go Run 400. So this is a new shoe. I picked it up the other day. I already wore it a couple times just around the house to see how I feel. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the shoe, my opinion on it, what it's used for, if there's any good deals, and basically my overall opinion of this new lightweight running shoe. So it comes packaged like this. It has a little pamphlet in it. Surprisingly enough, I flipped through it. This shoe is not in there. Well, I just put that to the side. So this shoe retails for around $60. You could see even on the box right here, $59. This is a size 10.5. I normally wear a 10. I did try these on in the store, and at the time the 10.5 seemed fine to me. But actually, after walking around a little bit in it, the toe box area around here is actually very narrow. And I normally wear medium width shoes. I have very normal type feet. I don't have any kind of issues. I generally run around 2 to 3 miles, then do some kind of weightlifting. So this is a good all-around gym shoe. The only issue I've had with it so far is the size. At this point, I'm contemplating whether I should move up to a size 11 or just keep this one for now. But what's great about these shoes, and let me take out this insert right here, is the material, the cushioning material. They call it Goga Run, like this. You guys could read it. So this is basically a little thing that was attached to the shoe right here. You could squeeze it. You could see it's very flexible. It's like a foam type material. You could take it off also, but just to look at it. So the interior of the shoe is actually made with that same material. The insole is very cushiony. It's not disassemblable, so you cannot take it out. It's a one-piece lining. It's glued in, and it's very soft. The sole itself is also very, very soft. I could easily squeeze it like so with my fingers. So you can imagine when you're walking or running in this shoe, it's very lightweight, very flexible, and has very good cushioning. I could even kind of mend it like this, even with my hand. The only issue is, and I've had some shoes where they're a little bit more supportive, let's say Brooks Pure Flow, for instance. These do tend to be a little bit squishy, kind of when you're running. Your foot doesn't feel very well controlled. But, I would say the cushioning for me, to be honest with you, is a little bit more important than some of the planted feel, personally. In terms of flexibility, they're very flexible. I could easily just go like this without much effort at all. The upper material is a nice mesh lining. It's very soft, smooth, and the interior of the shoe feels really good when you're bending it and you're running. None of this over here, which is where the tongue starts, none of it really kind of bothers your foot. I've noticed that in some running shoes, this tends to start a little lower. It's a little bit irritating. So this is the shoe itself. In the back, there's a nice little comfortable, hole where you can put your finger inside, and it aids you putting the shoe on. I was surprised actually this doesn't irritate your foot at all. It's actually very comfortable, and it kind of creates a really nice airflow and I guess the way it surrounds your foot in the back. I actually do like it. The shoe itself could be found cheaper than the 60. Let's check out Amazon. So let's see, I have my iPad here. So currently right now, this is exactly the same shoe, the same size, 10.5 at Amazon. It's $44 right now. They are available in several colors. If you want, you can get even a cheaper one. Let's click this different colored one. So this one's actually cheaper. It's $35. In terms of a good overall all-around shoe, I would say why not? They're fairly highly rated. So this particular pair has 41 reviews. It looks like it's a 4.5 star. The only issue I found is in the description. It says rubber sole. So they do not have a rubber sole. I'll show you guys right here. None of the sole material is rubber. It's basically the same foam material throughout. Now the cohesion to whatever surface you're walking or running on is pretty good. I generally run on an indoor rubber track. It's a rubberized track, so I don't have any issues with any kind of linings. I don't particularly care that it's not rubber for me. But the shoe is actually very light. And I do own a pair of Brooks Pure Flow 2. Those are very lightweight shoes. I paid, I think, around $100 for them when they were new. And these are actually lighter than those. But those shoes did last a long time. I do not know how long these little Go pillars is what they're called in the bottom. The Go pillars, I don't know how long they will last. They're fairly flexible. That's why if you look at a good pair of running shoes, there's always a rubber outsole material, especially on the main contact points of the ground. You know, when you open the box, they give you this whole thing about, you know, Skechers Go Run Spring 2016. So I'll just look through it. Actually, none of the shoes are in here. These are all the other types of shoes. These are called Go Trail Ultra 3. Whatever it is, this is an index of the back, and I'll show you guys up close. Hopefully you can see it. The Go Run 400 is not here. Even the design itself is not here. The rest of the shoes, I would say I would never even consider. Their design is just not really something I'm looking for. These ones are not as terrible, or I would say, no, I shouldn't say terrible, that's judgmental. Not as ugly as some of the other Skechers that they make. Although, to be honest with you, I would have made this kind of heel a little shorter. When you're running, you feel like the height of the shoe is very high. It feels, to me personally, since I'm used to slightly lower Brooks, it feels like I'm a little bit too high off the ground. It's a little bit hard to control. And once again, the extra foam flexibility here tends to make the shoe a little squirmy. So that's the shoe basically. It's a great all-around shoe, honestly, for the price. If you can pick this up as on Amazon, $35, $40, you know, for a year or two, I don't see how you can go wrong in the material. It's fairly comfortable, fairly easy to match. They actually look very close to the Nike, the Rocher. And they also have a very high rear foam piece here and a very low toe drop. In terms of sizing, something you should consider, try to go at least a half size up if you're trying to get one of these shoes, or better yet, go to any store. I pick these up at Modell's, honestly, and try on a pair yourself so you can really know what kind of size you should get. Otherwise, you know, you'll just basically be spending your money for nothing. So there it is, guys. That's a small unboxing. They're telling you also, just wanted to mention this, that Skechers, you know, they really want to make you believe this is a pro running shoe, that they are a supporter of the Los Angeles Marathon. So, you know, apparently they're telling you can run 26.2 miles in these shoes. Honestly, I had a hard time running too. I found that this area is very tight over here. Even the shoelaces, you can tell I have them fairly loose. So it's not the shoelaces, even if you loosen them up. The actual toe box area is fairly tight. So I don't know how really anyone could run 26 miles in them, especially for you know, basically an under $50 type of shoe. But if they say so, why not? You know, feel free to go out, get a pair. They're not bad shoes overall. So far at this point, I'm going to decide whether I should get an 11 or just keep them, or just, you know, at this point they're in fairly okay condition. It's possible that I could exchange them for something else, but we'll wait till then. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to have a couple other videos on some other shoes I recently bought. Bought another pair of Brooks Pure Flow 5. That's another story I'm going to save for another time. But there it is. Thanks so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And any questions you guys might have, I'll always try my best to answer in that same day. Thanks so much. Till next time.